Yo, 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 yo! Welcome to the Gaming Hour, episode 4. Sorry, I might sound a little stuffed up. I had a crazy little weekend, but welcome back to the show. How you guys doing?
What's good? What's good?
Doing all right, doing all right.
All
I'm
right.
feeling it too. Yeah, feeling a little under the weather
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah,
Travels and all that.
And if anyone got anything to say, hey, don't mess with me. He's sitting right here. Hey, don't mess with my boy now. I'm gonna put him right there. But let's get started. Happy 4th of July. Hope everyone had a great 4th of July weekend. Great vacation, some great drinks, great family, friends. So first off, getting started, I want to know if you guys been playing anything new, watching any new shows. We're gonna get started with D-Lo. Go ahead, bro.
Man, as far as watching, let me get my list real quick because I did write some stuff down. You know what I'm saying? Currently, I'm actually happy that I'm knocking down some stuff on my list because I've had like 13 shows last time we did this podcast.
Oh, man.
Knocking down to like 9 because I think I caught up on Demon Slayer. If y'all watch Demon Slayer, you know they're doing
Oh
a trilogy
boy.
movie.
Oh,
So
yeah.
glad I got that knocked off. Windbreakers, Kaiju number 8. Let me tell you something. That Kaiju number 8 had to be something.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? One Piece stay on the top of the list. You know what I'm saying? And I just finished Delicious in Dungeon. I think they finished their season 1, so I'm ready. Waiting on season 2. As far as playing, I've been diving back into my backlog, like finishing Darksiders, finishing Watch Dogs, Far Cry 6.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Some indie games like Subnautica. I dove back into that real quick, and I just finished Super Mario 3D plus that Bowser's Fury. So
That's the game right there.
Yeah, man. So I had to dive into my backlog. No new games right now. Can't do it.
Okay.
Smart man. I got smart man there, boy.
VJ, what about you?
So I actually recently played through the Mario RPG. I finished it like probably last week. It's been a while since we did the last one, but yeah, like last week I went through it and it was pretty good, man. I enjoyed it. And I started back up Dark Souls because my cousin he started playing. And so, he hit me with I haven't even played it in a while. All right? I'm like chilling. I'm like, whatever. I'll go back to it whenever. So he throws out I'm going to beat it before you.
Oh, boy.
Right. So I had to hop back on. Now I got to hop back on it and finish it. So we doing the Elden Ring thing as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
The Elden Ring. Boy.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. You been watching anything? Any new shows, anything?
I've been catching up on stuff. Me and my boy was watching. We watched that Gen V, the little spinoff to The Boys on Amazon. Yeah. We kind of powered through it because we've been watching it together. We kind of fell behind on the new season, so we just finished that. We're probably gonna start watching the Boys this week.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited for that because I've seen people saying it's the worst season so far, but then I also saw something where they were saying I forget his name, Homelander. I forget the guy's name. Anthony Starr.
Okay.
Anthony Starr. They're talking, he should get a Grammy or an Oscar or whatever for playing Homelander. He's so good at it. So I'm excited to see it because like when I hear this type of stuff, I always have to see for myself. Like.
Okay.
That's on Amazon? Is that an Amazon series?
Yeah, Amazon Prime, yeah.
I've been wanting to watch that. That might be a show that
it's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Pretty good one. But yeah, shit, that's about it.
I've been watching that too, so I'll talk about that in a minute. Go ahead, Johnny.
Yeah, gosh, I've been so busy recently. I just started my work finally after my license came through and all that. So honestly, game wise, I've been pretty lean these days.
Okay.
Let's see, I played like 1 or 2 games of DBD, I think, earlier this week. The anniversary event just ended, so I'm not as motivated to play anymore. Let's see, I played a game of League, and that went fine. Oh, today I was playing Lethal Company. I think there was an update recently released for Lethal Company, which is always a blast with some of my friends.
I will be joining that, by the way. I keep seeing your friends talk about it in Discord. I think I'm going to join in.
It's a good one. It's a great game. Yeah, it's a fun little party game.
That's the one. It's like, what was the other one that was before it that everybody was playing? Oh no! That's Lethal Company is the first one. I'm thinking about that Content Warning.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's another one. It looked like it was kind of similar. I haven't played it.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I've been, I guess with my new schedule, I've been looking for games that are like really like not stressful. So
I hear you.
I've been trying to find games that are just easy. So like Stardew Valley and stuff. I've been thinking about loading that up again, and I reinstalled Valheim, and I'm turning it down to like the casual setting, so like the base doesn't get raided and stuff, so I can just play like a nice, relaxing. I can build my Viking fortress like in peace without getting stressed out about it, because I need games to work for me as like a de-stressor these days.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you jump in Valheim, remember I told you, let me know.
Yeah,
I'll get on with you. I forgot to tell you off air, my cousin who played Power World with us, he wants to find a D&D group. So
hey, you're talking to the right guy.
My brother told him to go to you. So
hey, let's talk.
What have I been playing? Marvel Snap. BJ know all about that. Marvel Snap a little bit too much. A little bit of DBD. I played it. I got to the highest rank on I got the Iridescent 1. I think I told you that, Johnny. So that anniversary event, I was doing very well. I downloaded Age of Empires. I was telling BJ that earlier. So I haven't played it yet, but I downloaded that.
Classic PC games.
As far as watching, I don't know if you guys ever heard of a show called The Bear, but that is a good show. It's a very good show. About a cook and going through just the hardships of life and things like that. So watching that, I'm all caught up on The Boys. Every episode I've watched so far this season. Okay. So I'm all caught up on that. That's pretty good. This season, it's okay. You know, it ain't nothing special, but
don't say too much.
Yeah, I know spoilers here, man.
It's all good.
It's I like it. I hadn't heard of it a couple of years ago, and then somebody told me it's like superheroes on like the vigilante side. So I was like, oh, okay. I like I like a little negativity. So that. So I think it's okay. I'm gonna let you decide for yourself, but it's all right. And then I watched this show. Me and Dana watched a show called Baby Reindeer. I don't know if y'all heard of it, but that is crazy. That joke is crazy. It's crazy for real, bro. Like it's a lady on there, and she like stalking this guy, and she going to a bar, and then she stalk him like every day. She get this dude's phone number, and she like send him. Man, just you gotta watch at least one episode.
Isn't it based on a true story?
Yes, based on a true story, bro.
Oh shit! Then it probably is crazy.
That junk is crazy. She texting. Man, I can't even. She making up fake texts and everything. Going to my man's house. I'm like, all right. She going to his job. Man, yeah, she off the chains. So, anyways,
really getting out there, man.
And then it's another little game called Mini Shoot Adventures. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that, but that's one that I've been playing. I'm going to try to pull it up real quick. It's a little PC game. Mini Shoot. Let's see. Shoot Adventures. This is a little game. This probably looks like an older school game, but I think it's pretty good. There, let me mute it just for copyright.
You definitely don't need no space.
Window and right there. All right. This it look like this. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it look like this.
Okay.
It's fun. It's hard. I would say it's like medium level. But it's a fun little
twin stick shooter.
Yeah, sometimes this is just where it's at, man.
Yep.
Something a little, not nothing. Ain't got to be AAA all the time.
Not nothing graphically demanding, high expectations.
Yeah, you just get on here and just spin some sticks around.
What's the frame rate?
Thoroughly enjoying that. I'm happy between both of y'all to a little bit of the PC stuff, man, because I'm getting so many games and trying out so many games. So thank you, Johnny. Thank you, BJ. But I'm trying out a whole bunch of new stuff, so that's fun, man.
Welcome to the PC Master Race.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you.
Hey, I feel bad.
Pretty soon, D-Lo will be over there.
Hey man, when my bank account allows me to spend 2 car notes on a master PC, then I'm gonna be good. Because once I get into the PC game, I don't want no. My method is I'm not finna
So you gotta
microwave
get
my
that
way
shit.
up. You know what I'm saying? I want not the best stuff, but I don't want no hoopty. You know
I
what I'm
hear you.
saying?
No, you got to. You got to. You got to. You got to
I
get
hear
the
you.
goods.
All right, let's go to Nintendo. Everybody knows. I think we all know. I'm assuming. I'm like 100% sure we all have Switches. Is that correct?
Yes.
I've
Sitting
always
over
borrowed
there.
my brothers. I've always borrowed my brothers.
Oh man.
Dang, had to.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You gotta demerit.
Yeah.
Oh man, take away a point from me then. Dang, I spoke too soon.
I'm
Nintendo.
gonna looking at the agenda for today. You guys are good. Don't worry. That's the least of the haranguing that I'm gonna get from you guys today. Looking at our questions. So.
Nintendo's, of course, they've all been speculating a Switch 2. Some people said, from the reports I read, some people have got to like play it, but they can't see it, so they're playing it like under a blanket, playing it like through a wall, so they can touch it, but they can't see it.
What?
Yeah, so they're letting people feel it, but they're not letting people see how it actually looks.
All right.
Interesting.
All right. Just keep it in.
So with the, they got the 60, you got the NES, then the SNES, then the 64, GameCube. They like to change things up. The Wii, the Wii U, the Switch, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color. You guys know I don't have to go through it. What are you thinking for the Switch 2? Is it going to stay as a handheld? Is it going to go back traditional? What would you like to see? They always take a leap of faith, I think, with their consoles. What would you guys like to see from the next Nintendo console?
Yeah, so I think Nintendo's always, well, at least in recent generations, has been different in that they aren't super focused on like graphics and performance. They're focused on like innovative gameplay and innovative ways to engage with gaming. Because I think the Wii was really the first like really primary motion sensor device. So I'm wondering where they're going to go next, because I guess the next natural step is more VR stuff, but it feels like VR is almost like fizzled out. I don't know. I'm going to guess some sort of like additional sensory experience, and I'm not entirely sure what. I'm sort of stuck at where they'd go next.
Okay. What you guys think?
I mean, like the DS was like, that was the first Nintendo console I had. I didn't have a Game Boy. I didn't, I guess I'm showing my age with that one. But the DS was good. And I remember like I like to this day I still want a 3DS, because the way they introduced that, where it was like the images popped out and you didn't have to wear no glasses. Like the only time you really knew what 3D was when you went to the movie theater. So that was like something like, what you mean I could just slide a slider and everything just pop out of the screen? Like, bro, that was innovative for the time. But the Wii is really what hooked me. Like Just Dance, that's top tier game right there. Michael Jackson experience. But if I had to think what route they would go, I mean, I think we're talking about the Nintendo. Let me see. What would I want from Nintendo Switch? The next console, I think something, honestly, something that would stay at the house. I think Wii is what really like shot Nintendo up like real high. Like it brought that couch co-op. Like, you have to come to my house. We have to see each other. No more link cord, no more Wi-Fi, no internet. Come to my house so we can play this game. So I think something that stays at the house would be something I'll be looking forward to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, BJ.
I've been thinking about this since you sent the thing earlier. I mean, I really don't, and I feel like I've been thinking about it too small, listening to y'all talk this whole time, because when you think about it, every time Nintendo, when they do drop like a new console, it's like the most innovative thing on as far as gaming on the market, right? So I never was really thinking about like where could they even go next, like after what they've done. I think it is gonna stay like both on the go and like leave it at home. I hope I kind of gotta go with D-Lo, where I hope they do kind of focus more on the stay-at-home aspect of it. Most because I mostly like when I play it, I mostly play it dots. I don't even take it. Like I said, when I'm going out, like I have like a purpose for it. Most of the time I don't really have time to like pull out the game or whatever. But now that I'm like thinking about it after what y'all said, now I'm really I'm not even sure, but I would like to see like something new again, like surprise shock me again, something that I couldn't even think of. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't even know what they could do, but I hope they know what they can do because.
Dila, you mentioned the. Sorry, Vijay, I cut you off.
No, go, yeah, whatever you were saying.
Dila, you mentioned the 3DS, and something that really impressed me on the 3DS, I think it was just like a little app that they had. There was like an augmented reality thing where there were like little cards and like the little block would come up. And
what was the Outlanders or something like that? You had the little statue. You could roll it onto the thing or something. Like you could buy them, and then you would unlock characters in the game like that.
Oh yeah, like little amiibos.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like they do things like different.
Yeah, and I wonder if augmented reality, I wonder if AR is still like an untapped like area that they'd be exploring with whatever's next, because it seems like VR has such a barrier of entry with like the big ass head. Oops, I cursed. Can I curse? Can I swear?
Yes, okay. Yes.
Okay. VR has this big ass like headset that's like $600 or something. And like it's like if you're on it too long, like you get dizzy, causes headaches, that sort of stuff. But like augmented reality, especially with if the device is like the Switch, like it's got a screen on it and you can just like go around. I don't know. I suspect their next venture is going to have incorporated some aspects of augmented reality stuff, because I feel like that's the way things might be going. Especially if VR is fizzling out, because I think there's potential there.
Yeah, see, you would think that.
I wouldn't be surprised if they stayed the portable route, because I mean, if you think about it, the PSP was ahead of its time, far ahead of its time, and they kind of, I ain't gonna hold you, they kind of dropped the ball with this new PS5 streaming thing. Like it looked like
I heard it was
glass screen in between a controller cut in half. I said, what? Who's buying this? Like who's buying it? Xbox was never really a portable thing outside of what the cloud gaming is, what they kind of veered to, but I guess they kind of, they put that on the back burner. So Nintendo could really capitalize on another portable gaming thing. But I mean, honestly, like I said, Nintendo is just known for that couch co-op. Like they capitalize on that family-esque come together gaming. And that's what pulled a lot of people in. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think a household console, honestly, keep all consoles at the house. When you go outside, you got a phone. That's enough. And that's coming from a young person. You got enough screens in your face, bro. Like I took my Switch to my girl house and I just got back and I ain't even touched the thing.
That's what I'm saying.
My voice so dusty.
I be trying to take it to work thinking I'm gonna play it on break or something, and then I don't even pull it out. So I'll be on my phone. Shoot, I'll pull up Dokkan or something.
I'm gonna be on a plane tomorrow, and I'm like, am I gonna take it? And I was like, every time I take it, I don't ever turn it on, so I don't even know.
Now, at the airport, I might. At the airport, I might. I ain't even gonna lie. But it's keep it at the house, Nintendo. You know
so y'all made me think of a question I had from before, which is, so I got Marcus. So think of Gears of War, think of Unreal Engine 5 now. That we've always been talking about Nintendo. Like, what if the next Mario had Gears of War? Like, does that matter to you? Like, would you like to see Nintendo with those crazy graphics or no?
I honestly don't even. That would kind of like. It would almost put me off. Like thinking about seeing Mario not looking like the little goofy cartoon guy sounds weird to me, to be honest. I don't even think I want to see that.
Okay.
Because it's gonna just look like some regular Italian. It doesn't work. I don't think. To be honest, I don't think it would work.
I think the art style for Mario is so defined that I think a departure toward like more realistic graphics would I think would be laughed at. I think people would think it was ridiculous. Like almost like the Sonic, like the first iteration of like the Sonic movie.
Oh yeah, from the movie.
If there's too much of an attempt at reality with like well-known characters, I think people would just reject it. I'd like to see it because I think it'd be funny. I think it'd be really funny, but I would like to. I think Mario is probably going to stay in that same art style.
Now, were we just talking about Mario? Because I'm talking about as a whole. I'm talking about Samus. I'm talking about DK. I'm talking about all.
I think it depends. I think it depends on the series. I could totally see a more realistic Metroid. I could absolutely see a more realistic Metroid. I think I'd like to see a more realistic Metroid. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that and this could ruffle some feathers with this one. It comes to graphics. I think because these like Sony and Microsoft try to make everything so realistic, like looks like the grass in my front lawn. They never meet the mark. Like they always like it's either something to do with frame rate or the console not powerful enough, and it's just like with Nintendo, it's like I feel like they could because I mean for prime perfect example when they ported over Hogwarts Legacy and you saw that realistic graphics go over to a of course a not so powerful console, but it's like I think that's what keeps Nintendo on the upper edge with their cartoony graphics because you can get past certain things. Like if Mario is smooth, there are certain things it's not going to require as much power. Like if you put it in the like if they did a remaster of Mario Galaxy and they made the Galaxy look real but keep Mario looking cartoon, that would be good. Put it in the background. Don't make your IPs try to look real because it's like we're good. If you're gonna do that, turn it into a movie and call it a day.
Yeah. I think Nintendo's the best. I mean, even though it's not the most powerful and everything, I think we all shared before we got those Nintendo memories, and they just. I mean, you could put Kratos here, you could put Marcus there, and then you could put Mario. And in my mind, we know what's gonna win. I mean, we know who's going to win.
No
but
contest.
Yeah, it ain't even but I think everyone looks at Nintendo as like kiddie, childish. So that's why they're not, they are not the leader of the master race, whatever you want to say, because people look at it like they're more kiddie, they're more, but I think
they're family games. Like I think they're more family accessible. And speaking of the film, their recent Mario movie, I think the very fact that they kept the same art style for a movie where they couldn't do anything suggests that I don't think they have any intention of changing Mario's art style.
And you just got to be careful with IPs because I mean, imagine Sonic with with the Mario art style, it wouldn't have made it.
Yeah,
Sonic had to look real because it's fur. It's like Mario got hair, but it's that it's fake. It looked like Mr. Potato Head take his hair off type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like Kirby would need to be fake. I don't need no fluffy Kirby. I don't need no
Kirby would look weird. Yeah.
He would look ugly. Like he would look terrible. Like Samus would make sense. That's real. That's real armor. That's a real person. You know what I'm saying? Link would be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that would work too. Yeah, that would work too.
Someone like Jack and Daxter, that could be a mix. Jack is looking real, you know what I'm saying? Daxter look like a cartoon, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta be careful with that because Nintendo ain't known for real graphics. Keep it in the imagination land.
That's true. Speaking of party games, I don't know if y'all seen, but that new Mario Party 20 players. They ain't ever had that.
No, that's wild.
Yeah,
they ain't never had that. 20 players, man. I was over here twiddling my thumbs. I'm like, let's go. I done seen a lot of fights start from Mario Party.
Okay. Better have more than one person rolling at the same time on the board because that would take forever to get through.
Yeah, that'd be like Monopoly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like I think it was like a battle royale style or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I saw that little trailer they dropped. Well, I guess.
Go ahead.
So it's just something I thought about when we were talking about new games coming out or whatever. You didn't really have it as a topic, but it is something that came up that I happened to catch the other day from Bandai for the anime fans and everything. Like there's a new Bleach game that they showed that's coming out. Yeah. I think that was. I'm a Bleach fan, so maybe that's why I just felt like I had to like throw it in there. That's my favorite anime.
I used to watch that all the time.
Bleach game. It do look like it's just gonna be another arena fighter, but it's Bleach, so I'm gonna still rock with it anyway. Yeah, did you see it? It looks straight to me. It looks straight to me. That's what I'm saying. So I just wanted to throw that in there.
All right, no doubt.
Yeah, yes, sir.
The more the merrier. Throw whatever you want in here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, on 3, is the Nintendo console gonna be at home, portable, or both? 1, 2, 3.
Both.
Both at home and both. Okay, 2 boths and 1 at home. I think it's gonna be both. So. Yeah. So
I think if there's like a spectrum, I think it's going to be I think if there's like a spectrum, I think it's going to be even more portable than the Switch is. I think they're moving toward portability. I'm putting my chips on that. I think they're going mostly portable.
Yeah,
Blackjack.
I mean, it would. I mean, it could be. We can end on this. I mean, I think it makes sense because like the Switch did so much in revolutionary in gaming. So for it to magically go home to look like something that's like the Wii, that would be like a waste of potential. So I get it, but maybe if the Switch looks like something that there is no dock, like you just plug it in with a cord and put it down, and it shoot everything with an HDMI or something like that. Because the dock really what killed a lot of stuff. Because like when they made the OLED version or something like that, the old dock, I think the you couldn't use the old dock no more. You had to like you had wasted hardware just sitting around. So yeah,
I mean, we talking all this stuff about the Switch. I got another question. Raise your hand if you getting the Switch the Switch 2 on day one. Nobody? Oh, okay.
I haven't seen nothing yet. I don't know. Okay. I have to see what it's talking about.
The last console I owned was the Xbox 360.
I mean, that's a little different because the PC don't really play the Nintendo games.
Yeah, you know.
Okay, fair enough.
That's how they really get it.
As long as my brother's got one, that's all I need.
He's good. You can get it anytime.
Yep.
All right, I'm scared to ask this next thing because Johnny already mentioned something. So let's get on the Resident Evil, man. One of my favorite franchises. To me, one of the best gaming franchises ever. Until they start changing it to some BS. But I digress.
Can I go first just to get this out of the way?
Yeah, you can go for this. Let me, So they announced semi-announced Resident Evil 9. They talked about it and a little bit about it. So what's your favorite Resident Evil game or zombie game? They got, it's one that people love that I'm not going to mention. It's one that people just absolutely love, the 360 days. So Johnny, go ahead. Is there any Resident Evil or zombie game in general?
Well, the thing I'm going to catch hell for is that I've never played a Resident Evil game. Not one ever in my life.
Hey, I'll catch y'all next episode, man.
Oh, man. This man finna cut the
game. Yeah. So in my defense, I wasn't allowed to play them as a kid. So like, I never got into it as like when they were first coming out. They were like at my friend's house, but like when I was 10 and like told them, yeah, they were playing this zombie game or something. I was like, you're not going over there again. It was intensely no, not allowed to play it. So I think I was from an early age, I was not allowed to get into it, and I just never got around to it. But I support Resident Evil. I support Resident Evil fans. I've just never played.
You about to get us a lot of backlash, a lot of downvotes. That's
right. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You guys can send complaints to my email. Yeah.
I'm over here quiet.
Any zombie games at all?
Yeah, let's see. Let me think about that. Let me think. Come back to me on that. I'll think about favorite zombie games generally.
BJ, go ahead, man.
You don't want to do me next.
Crazy. Don't say nothing crazy, man.
You don't want to do me next coming off of Johnny because let me tell you, I've played some Resident Evil games a little bit, but not much. I never beat one. Shit, I played, so I'm not the biggest Resident Evil guy either. I love the lore, just the game itself. I don't like, you gotta look around and it's like a little light in the corner of a dark room that you done walked past 50 times and you never saw it, trying to find a key so you can open the door, and then you go through the door and then there's another locked door, and I don't know. Just for me, I can never get. Maybe that was a bad explanation of it, but I can never get with it.
Hey, if you and Johnny see any messages on your phone from numbers you don't know, those are gonna be my brothers. So they might,
Don't show them this episode. But, I mean, I love, and it's funny because I love like zombies. Like I love the movies and a lot of this stuff. And I don't really play a lot of the games. Like the one that I enjoyed the most that I played was like the Walking Dead Telltale series.
Yeah,
it's kind of more like a visual novel.
With Clementine.
I was playing them boys day one when they was dropping them like it was a TV show. You had to play one episode a week.
Yep.
I was waiting. I was waiting on them boys. Anybody to tell you? I used to, all the way up until I guess the company got closed down or whatever happened, and they. And the last one, I played every single one. I got them on day one. I played every episode as soon as it came out. I love the story for it.
Yeah.
More than the show, even.
Okay.
So that's probably as far as zombie games go. That's the most experience I've had, honestly.
I'm a little scared because Haku the youngest one, so this even scared me even more. Haku, how old are you? Because me and Johnny was. So how old are you?
I'm 26, man.
Oh, he's a little bit older, 26. All right, go ahead, man.
So we finna go and cut the show because
oh no!
The hat trick.
I'm on Johnny's way for this one. Okay, now listen. I wasn't one of those I couldn't play zombie games, but now correct me if I'm wrong. Before I say what I'm finna say, was Resident Evil a PlayStation exclusive?
Andre's out. Andre's leaving.
Was PlayStation? It wasn't.
I think it. Whoa.
Or was it heavy on like when you saw Sony state of? When you saw a lot of Sony conferences.
Hold on, let me pour this shot in here in 1 second, guys. It was originally PlayStation 1, man. PlayStation.
Okay,
1.
so I vividly remember the Resident Evil games, and I used to always like watch people play. Like even like to this day, I watch the Rad Brad on YouTube play most of the games like that. I'll be honest with you. My first introduction to zombie games was Plants vs Zombies. Now you can say that's a cartoon game. I don't care. But the first
sounds like a zombie game to me. Sounds like a zombie game to me.
We're gonna talk about it later.
It's a good game, but
it was. But Dead Rising was like my introduction into zombie games. Like when I forgot the dude's name. I just vividly remember playing. I was in the mall. That was the setting.
Yeah.
And that game right there really like opened me to, because I didn't play zombies. I didn't say Call of Duty, and I wasn't even a Call of Duty person. But I ended up playing State of Decay, and State of Decay really got my attention. Like that survivalist, you know what I'm saying, going around having to talk to certain characters and get them on your good side, or they mess you over and you gotta end them real quick, all while trying to keep the base alive and all that. So like that was really it for me. But like DayZ, I watched people play it. Left 4 Dead, I watched people play it. You know what I'm saying? Dead Space.
Finally, I mean, somebody said something about Left 4 Dead. I mean,
that's what I was going to say. For sure, yeah.
After you said that, it sparked in my head.
Dead Space. Is that considered a zombie game?
Ooh, good question.
I wouldn't, no. But yeah, I would.
I would say no.
I mean,
it's reanimated bodies. It's like
an
alien zombie. Yeah,
you know, and like
necromorphs to be
Dead
specific.
Island or Dying Light. Now I was gonna play Dying Light. I thought about buying it, but at the time I didn't have the money. Now I would go back and play it though. So, but my zombie category is very
zombies.
Not because I don't like it though. It's just because I just wasn't exposed to them kind of games. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not open. I'm open to Resident Evil because like B just said, I like the lore of Resident Evil. Like it's one of them games just like, you know what I'm saying, like Silent Hill type stuff. What's the game where you had the camera? What's the game where you had to be on the camera and you could only see through the camera? It wasn't zombies.
It had like a butterfly. I know what you're talking about, but I can't think of the name of it either. It's like
find that battery to keep the camera alive so you could see.
Outlast.
Yeah, Outlast.
That's not zombies though, but that horror genre that was my introduction.
I'm thinking something completely different.
I just couldn't get it.
But yeah, Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2 were definitely.
But Left 4 Dead like was one of those I watched my cousin play. Oh, here you go.
I'm on a podcast with some dudes who ain't play Resident Evil. My bad. Hold on.
Man.
Oh man, y'all killing me right now.
Getting the word out. He's getting the word out now.
Have y'all played any part, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, anything?
Yes.
I think I played like 2 minutes of there's one I think it takes place in Africa.
Yes, that's 5.
Okay, I played like 2 minutes of 5, and I think it still had that. Did it still have the tank controls, or like you couldn't? I think I played like 5 minutes of that, and you couldn't move and shoot at the same time. And me not being a Resident Evil player, I was like,
what the heck?
I just don't function with this game.
Okay. So. Well, I'll say I'm excited since it's just me. I'm excited about. I'm excited about the next. That's one of the games my uncle, a big role model for me. He got me and my brothers into that, the original Resident Evil. So I mean, me and my brothers we've beaten. I'm pretty sure we've beaten every Resident Evil, multiple times. A lot of people like Resident Evil 4. It just was remade, which was take us into the next segment. But I don't like it. That's like a lot of people's favorite game ever, Resident Evil 4. I'm more of a Resident Evil Code Veronica. It was made for Dreamcast, and the story was just incredible to me from my perspective. I like a little different stuff than other people, but Resident Evil 3, excuse me. That's when Nemesis was introduced, so a lot of people like Nemesis. I'm sure everyone knows who Nemesis is. Yeah. But there's a whole like Dead Island. We could get on. That's on. I know BJ has Game Pass. I know Johnny was thinking about it. I don't know about D-Lo, but we could all play a 4-player Dead Island. I mean, that's a good, simple zombie game that just let your mind go. They got Dead Island 2 that just came out. But have you guys got zombie movies, D-Lo and Johnny? Because I know BJ said yes. You guys like zombie movies?
Yeah, I'm for zombie movies. World War. Was it World War Z?
World War Z.
Yeah, that was wild. Boy. When they had the guns, they already zombies. They got guns too. They shooting.
Infected.
Oh no! I'm thinking of something else. I think actually World War Z.
I was about to say I didn't know they had guns in there. I
gotta think of the my bad. I gotta think of the other one. It was one where they had guns. It was shooting guns and all types.
Yeah, I think my favorite zombie show or movie was season 1 of The Walking Dead. I think, and then I don't know. Maybe I'm just too picky or something, but I feel like it sort of fell apart after that. But I really liked the first season.
Do you feel like it fell apart after season 1? Because I mean, a lot of people watched not that long, but they watched for a couple seasons.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a me thing. I think I watch shows for one season and then just maybe I lose interest, or maybe I don't know. I think I'm really sensitive to feeling like shows have they feel like they've got their hooks in their audience and they don't really try that hard anymore. And I suspect that that's sort of what happened with Walking Dead. Okay. Sorry to Walking Dead diehard fans. Man, I'm just trying to piss off everybody.
Right, yo.
Yes, man. They get canceled. Now, see, Zombieland was a comedy, but it was a zombie movie.
That was a great movie. Yeah, love that movie. So good.
I feel like Zombieland would be the most accurate of how people would act in a zombie apocalypse. Forget all this. Yeah, I'm finna get a base and I'm finna shut up. The hurricane barrel coming and folks acting crazy. What makes you think with a zombie apocalypse we finna be smart?
Right. And speaking of what you said earlier, D-Lo, about State of Decay, because me and BJ play State of Decay. I don't know if Johnny does, but with the games I play online with Johnny, the Power Worlds and all that stuff, starting from scratch and building. I mean, those are good games when you finally do get on the PC. Good games to join us in.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely want to look. Oh, I'm open to all PC. Okay.
And you can play Valheim on your Xbox now.
Oh, what? Okay,
all right, let's go to our next topic because I'm about to cry after this episode, but it's all good.
Good thing, man. Just be happy you're not editing. You be editing and posting and crying.
Man, jeez. So they've been talking a lot about these companies, the new Xboxes coming out, and the newer one of the same version, but it's gonna be all digital. What do you guys feel about digital versus physical media? Remember, you get the legendary edition of stuff, and you can get the Call of Duty had the RC car with it. You get the maps, the booklets everyone likes too, like the collectibles, like this from Gears of War 3, stuff like that. You guys cool with it just all digital, or you still want physical? I mean, this is a hot topic that I've been reading on, very controversial per se. How you guys feel about digital and physical media, gaming wise?
I mean, I get why they're doing it, but it's sad. That's what I got to say, because physical. I mean, I got my collection over here right now. I got GameCube games, Nintendo 64, Game Boy Advance. I have my collection of, but honestly, I don't really. All my new games are digital now. To be honest with you, it's just easier, and I'm sure it's saving them some money, which would hopefully in turn save us money, but maybe not because seems like the price is going up. I don't think we're gonna save money. Yeah, the price is going up every minute. If you want the special edition, $100 for some digital rewards in game that probably use for the first 15
a
minutes.
custom outfit or a special outfit that your character can wear.
Yeah.
Or horse armor. Horse armor.
It's pretty much nothing.
Really grievous example.
It's pretty much nothing.
Or some inventory at the start of the game.
Yeah.
Some potions.
I mean, but they do still, and that's why I appreciate like how Spark and Zero. I don't know if y'all seen the collector's edition one for that. It comes with some of the cards for the game that I'm playing. There's like 3 different cards that it comes with, and like this like statue of like
the Dragon Ball Z game, right?
And, yeah, Spark and Zero. Let me see. If I can pull it up.
Little DBZ.
Yeah, I guess BJ, cut me off when you get it.
I'm just pulling up a picture of it.
Yeah. I guess as a consumer, I think there are like 2 main arguments that I think are pretty important to consider. I guess one is that, like, as far as I know, with digital media, we don't. So through Steam, at least, we don't really own the games. Like if Steam disappears or access to the game disappears, like, I don't think Steam's going anywhere, but we are paying to have access to these games, whereas we don't actually own the hardware or on which the files are, or the ability to play the files. So I guess there's a question of like what does it mean to own games if they're all digital? You just pay for access to this collection rather than actually owning them yourself. And I think the only reason it's not like people aren't concerned about that is because it hasn't been a problem yet. Like these major vendors haven't they haven't disappeared, like Steam or Epic or like Origin. These vendors, none of them have gone away yet, and people's game collections haven't gone away because of it. But I'd be curious to see what happens if any of them do eventually just get dissolved. Does that mean that people's game libraries just disappear too? And it might. And if it does, then that would be some pretty strong evidence that like fully digital is probably not a great bet. And I think another thing it does in the full digital situation is it completely eliminates the resale market, which is like the only like really potentially consumer friendly space, because otherwise you're usually paying full price for a game or like maybe reduced price for a really old game. But if you're looking for deals or if you're looking for old stuff, because not every game has a digital re-release. It wasn't until very recently, for example, that Mario RPG could be like you had to find it or you had to download it and play with an emulator. Which is not always, you have to have a tiny amount of know-how to know where to go and know what you're doing, know what you're looking for, that sort of thing. So I think the 2 biggest concerns is whether we actually own what we're paying for and what it's going to do, or the disappearance of the resale market. And I think those things are arguments in favor of having access to physical media.
Okay. D-Lo?
Yeah, I think I'm not a fan of digital, mainly because of I'm be honest with you, man. I grew up on when you open this game and you over here, you see the map.
Yeah, there we go.
You get the you get the, you know what I'm saying, you get the access codes right here. You get the hey, look, we all old enough. We remember having the how to play manual on the side. You had to read.
Them boys long gone.
Wasn't no tutorial in the game. It was pick up this book, learn how to play, and jump in there. You know what I'm saying? So I think my biggest concern with media, with digital media, is like you said, the ownership. Because like, what if like someone like Activision does something that's like unethical, and then people like Steam say we don't want your games on our thing no more. Well, you done gave them $70, but they stripped the game because the people at top now what? Because you're gonna want your money back. And some people don't want their money back. They're gonna be like, I poured too much time into this. Where is my saved data? Where can it port over somewhere? Can I buy the game? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Especially for people like PC, because all your stuff is digital. Ain't no putting the CD-ROM in the thing no more. Ain't none of that. All your stuff digital. So, and then like you said, that resale value, man, like trying to find old games, like if you want a whole collection of Gears of War, it's all online, but ain't nothing like having the collection, like walking in your gaming room and be like, I got all the, it's like having a manga shelf. It's like having every volume of One Piece or something. You know what I'm saying? It's yeah. I don't like digital, especially
the
when
maps. You know,
yeah,
the maps and the collectors. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, when games are getting bigger and bigger, so that means I have no access to external storage. If it's everything's digital, if it's all CD list, because usually the main reason why CDs are a thing is because most of the storage is on that CD, and then your updates come through the game. So really, on the console, it's just the updates, and then your rest of your game is on the CD. So that's more space you can have to have more games. But if you're gonna have everything digital, you need to start dropping consoles with like 2 terabytes, and not for no $800.
Right? Yeah.
They need to be the minimum for 400. And then I want 5 terabytes for this, and
yeah,
I'm not a digital fan.
Dealer, you bring up a good point, because I mean, as important as I think it is for there to be physical media, like I can't remember last time that I bought an actual physical game. I mean, especially with PC, it's almost all digital these days.
Yeah,
so
do you even get physical copies for PC games anymore? I feel like
I think there's like a once in a blue moon. I think there's still like you can still buy them somewhere. Certain games, but
I can't remember last time.
I mean, most PCs don't even have disk drives anymore. I had
to.
Let me see. Pokemon and Elden Ring were the last 2 physical games I bought. And I highly doubt Pokemon will ever be digital. Ever.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Just think
they let us sell them games don't go down.
Well, them games still $40.
That's all Nintendo games. They don't like to give you a deal.
Yeah, no.
At all.
But I was thinking about like the strategy. I mean, like think about strategy guys. I don't know if y'all used to be in one, but I had a strategy guy for Pokemon Gold and Silver that I coveted. Like, man, I got the strategy guy. Let me see where you pick this guy up at. Now those are like you can get a strategy guy online, but it is the same as having it in your hand.
Right.
Yeah, there was something special about those old strategy guides, because like there was like art in the books and stuff, and there was like just a bunch of cool. It was like it was more than just a guide to the game. It was like a companion experience. The first one I had was for Ocarina of Time.
Even the artwork inside of the case. Like people used to put their heart into the case. Like
I would like when my mom would take me to the game store when I was a kid, I would open up the game and like pull out the booklet like on the way home, and that's like what would tide me over.
Me too.
So I didn't like explode from excitement. I would like look at the pictures and the characters, the descriptions and stuff, and I just get so excited.
Look at that. Okay, look at that artwork, man. Yeah. You ain't getting this. This is gonna be a wallpaper at pre-release with a code, and you can't print it out. You can't hang it up. This is just something that's gonna be digital dust. Like, no, I need this. Look at this artwork, man. No, give me physical all day.
I feel that, man. All right, man. That's what BJ. Did you find that picture you was looking for?
Yeah, I hit share, but I don't know what I'm doing. So I don't know if it came up or what. I did.
I ain't see it.
So I hit present. My bad. I clicked on it. Where is it at? Right here. Like
it should come up.
You probably got to share that screen.
Yeah, share that screen, that tab.
Yeah. But yeah, man.
I see it right here.
Digital games gonna have to I think I uninstalled Fortnite from my Switch. That game was like
I don't know what I'm doing.
Gigs.
Yeah.
I see it in the corner, but I don't. It's like grayed out though.
Oh, bad. And Fortnite ain't a physical copy.
No, at all.
Only gonna get bigger. Rocket League big, and that's not even a physical game. So man,
for a long time. Yeah.
Side note, Rocket League need an anime. I've been saying that for the longest. That would be fire. But anyway.
Yeah, no, I don't know what I'm doing. I ain't gonna lie. Don't worry about it. Like I see it in the bottom, but I don't know how to actually get it up on the screen.
Yeah.
Let's move on to our last little topic about remakes, remasters. This is one that I think is controversial, but like, how do you guys feel about the remake? Like, they announced the Dead Rising 1 remake. Like, have they lost the ability to make new games? Like, are they about to remake and remaster Gears of War 1, 2, 3? Like, would you rather have a remaster or a remake? Or, think of your favorite game. You want a remaster or a remake, or would you like a new one in the series? I mean, for me, I would take a new game in the series, but how do you guys feel about all the remakes? And all right, we're about to remake. Last of Us was only a couple years old, and then they remade it. I don't even understand that. Like, how you guys feel about the remakes, D-Lo? What do you think about that?
I think remakes should only be a thing for games that have stand the test of time, like or still have a following, and or did like record breaking sales. Like, for example, Gears, I can see 1, 2, and 3 being that Ultimate Edition after a long time, because at that time, what was holding it back was the hardware. Like, if they had the hardware now, oh yeah, Gears would be, you know what I'm saying? Like with Dead Rising, and mind you, I like Dead Rising. Should it have been a remaster? I mean, the game old enough, but let's ask this question: did it have a fan base that was asking for it?
Right.
Didn't. Like, look at the most recent Dead Rising. Was the most recent Dead Rising just up there to where it got people in to want to go? Was the story worth a remaster to begin with?
Yeah, no. I agree.
So, like, story, following, and breaking sales. Those are my 3 for remasters. If it didn't meet 2 of those 3, please go get an emulator and play it later.
Okay. What you guys think?
I'm good with remasters, honestly, but I do agree that it should be games that, you know, are deserving. Like, don't just like, and not to say The Last of Us is not a good game, but like, why are you remastering that game when it, like, it wasn't even out that long. Like,
that's what I'm
save
saying.
the remaster, exactly. Save the remasters for like the classics. So, like, I don't mind seeing like how Final Fantasy VII. Of course, I almost would have liked to have seen them just remaster that and keep it how it was. They're trying to do something different with it, which I understand because it's a big.
Yeah, it's not even really a remaster. Game. It's like a completely different.
Yeah, I almost would have liked to have seen it had just been a remake, and it probably would have been dope.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I played the first one. I haven't played the second one, and I'm not really super in a rush to play it either, to be honest, from what I've seen of it. But no, just keep it to, and they do kind of overdo it. Even for me, like I know I said on here before that Final Fantasy X was one of my favorite games, right? They remastered that. It's on the PS2, the PS3, the PS4, PS5. Like at some point it's like you gotta stop. And I do think they are kind of like milking it a little bit for certain things.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot that do deserve it. Like I said, I just played Mario RPG even. And I enjoyed that. It wasn't long. It wasn't that long. It was maybe a few hours, but it was a fun experience. And I might have never played it if they wouldn't have remade it. So it just depends. You gotta do it with the right games. That's all it comes down to.
Johnny.
Yeah, I think it's sort of an interesting conversation because at the end of the day, what we want to see and what we think is right in terms of what should be remastered does not change the decisions that the companies are going to make. At the end of the day, it's all about what they can make enough profit off of. So if the people think that there's enough, if there's enough people that are going to pay for a remake of any sort, they're gonna churn it out. It's like, I mean, with Last of Us being an example of that. Backlash probably doesn't matter that much because people vote with their dollars. So I think I'm probably of a similar opinion that like the games I would like to see remade would be like great games from before that like the new generation of gamers wouldn't otherwise have access to unless they had like an old system or like or an emulator or a way to play old games. So like, I guess a game that comes to mind, I would be down to see a Morrowind remaster, an Elder Scrolls 3 remaster or remake. And I'd want to see it. I think that game would be amazing if it got some updates, if the gameplay were tooled to a more modern play style, because it's, for those that have played, it is sort of, if you don't know how the system works, it can be really frustrating and clunky to get into. So I think there's definitely space for remakes, remasters to be done elegantly, and there are games that I would like to see redone, especially like games that I thought were a great experience that newer gamers just wouldn't otherwise have access to. But I know at the end of the day, what I think should happen probably won't, because it's all about the cash.
All about the money.
They got to keep the lights on, and they got to not only the lights, but somebody's got to be buying the yachts out there. So
we got to keep the lights on too. We don't want to be spending our money on something
Yep.
And for me, I think it has to at least be a period of time. And like I've been thinking about it sitting here. I was gonna say 10 years. I feel like at least 15 though. Like it has to be a period of time that has went by, and it's like the Last of Us. I don't know the exact time period, but it wasn't. I don't think it was more than like 10 years.
Definitely
like they released one, and then they released it again. I'm like, how? And I think it has to be the game. I've been thinking. I know Johnny likes Zelda. I've been thinking like a Ocarina of Time, like that. Like that's a classic that people love. If they remade that, people would get on board with that.
They released a remaster for the DS, for the 3DS, which was good. It was because that's an example of one where unless you had an N64 or were competent with emulating, you wouldn't be able to play. I think, right? Unless hold on. I think they release. They might have released it on the GameCube. Now that I think about it.
Okay.
But even so, I think the 3DS was a very solid remaster, and I think the graphics update was nice on the 3DS.
Yeah. And my other thing I think is that like this is a game that I personally liked, but it might have not been that standout crazy thing, but a game that just people just had fun or was big at its time, like an NBA Jam. Like a new NBA Jam, 2-on-2, something that was arcadey. Like I think people might play that. It ain't gonna get the best selling thing, but make a new NBA Jam, something like that. But games that no one's clamoring for, no one's asking for, I think we could, do without those. Let it go by a little. Especially if your last game in the series, like why am I gonna remake something if the last game or movie in the series was trash? Sorry, for any fans, not saying some games were trash, but if it was not good, then I mean, why do it? So, that's where I am.
Capitalizing on nostalgia to make that money. Mm-hmm.
A perfect example of like a remaster / re-release of something was like Ratchet and Clank. Ratchet and Clank, they had no remaster. They came out and said, "Hey, y'all been wanting this. We got a new game for you." For all the people that have been wanting a Ratchet and Clank, a good remaster would be Jack and Daxter. That would be a good remaster followed by a new game.
Yeah.
Spyro the Dragon would be a good remaster, or really cut the remaster, new game.
Yeah.
Like how they did a Crash Bandicoot. They didn't do no remaster. They brought a whole new game out and just amp that mug up. That's what they need to do. Like forget remasters, bro. Unless it's something that like where the graphics was just a god awful, like 007 or something, like an old 007. Okay, maybe. But or like if they didn't they remaster Doom? Or was that a new game?
I know they had some new Dooms. I don't know if those are remakes, remasters.
But I'm saying like the original Doom wasn't it? I thought it was remastered as when it came back or something. Or was that a new game? I think
it was a new game.
Okay.
But something like maybe a Doom, because you know what I'm saying, like the graphics was holding it back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, but if your new, like you said, if your new games wasn't hidden, bro, we don't.
That's what we ain't trying to.
We don't want this, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, they gotta go back to what was working. Shoot.
I mean, in that case, why can't we all do that? I mean, I guess. I mean, give us something fresh, something new.
Give it that's all another conversation.
They've been trying to do that. That's why they was falling off.
All another conversation.
Yeah, I don't know. I think some games were just really, really good.
Yeah.
And I think there's probably it seems to be the case that like a company sort of goes through this evolution where it gets so bloated and corporate that like some of the magic, the creativity is just like gone. So they reach back to when things were really good. And I think I still stand by that some games to give access to great games to people who otherwise wouldn't, to the new generation of people. I think I'm okay with those remasters.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay if it's like a big, like I said, a big deal. If it's just like something.
And I mean, obviously, it's not like they're not doing it for the good of the gamers, right? They're doing it for money. But still, it's like there's, I can definitely get behind some of them.
Okay. All right, this gonna move us to. I did spin the wheel, Johnny. So we're gonna go to 21 questions, man.
Let's see it. We got
I
a
did spin
score
the
to settle.
wheel. I told Johnny it was a couple games on here. There's 4 games. I got a little wheel that I use as a teacher. Let me make sure it ain't populated. Let me show y'all real quick. See if it's make sure I don't have it populated. All right, it ain't populated. Let me just put some stuff on here.
We're burning through these questions, man.
No, don't burn through them because we only an hour in. I'm just saying. Well, I don't want to be 30 minutes in, and it's like, present. Let me share screen.
I'm putting a timer on every 5 minutes.
Entire screen. Share. Oh no, window. Boom. Let's see. Can y'all see that?
Yeah.
So this is kind of what I did. Like I just typed in some stuff, but this is what I use at school. So it could be a game, whatever. You type it, spin it, and then boom. So that's where we at, and it picked. So I got some games from different sources, just so you guys know.
There go right there. There it goes.
Is a Wild Arms 3? Just kidding.
That ain't it. That's one of them. Would y'all
that doesn't count. That doesn't count. That's not my question.
That's one of the ones that I said I didn't think y'all would know. Would y'all have known that?
No.
My memories of Wild Arms 3 is literally from like a demo disc from a long time ago on PlayStation 2. I never actually played that game, but I played that demo a million times.
Okay. All right, let me get the game up before we get up. The one I know you guys wouldn't know.
I wouldn't have got Wild Arms.
All right. Let the question begin.
Okay. Is it an exclusive game? Like, is it exclusive to one console?
Let me help him out. When it released.
When it released, yes. When it first released, was it exclusive to one console? Yes.
Okay.
When it released, he said when it released. So yeah.
Yeah, I think that helps. Okay. BJ, what you got?
Okay, so we gotta go with the old chestnut. Has a game been mentioned at any point in time during this podcast?
No.
Okay.
So just go on and chalk the last 30 games we didn't say it to the 3 million. You gotta guess. Right. Gotcha. Okay. Is it a post 2005 game?
No.
Okay. So it's before 2005. Okay. So what console is that?
Did it release as a PlayStation exclusive?
No.
Okay.
Is it a Nintendo game?
Yes.
Okay.
That's 5.
Pre-2000s Nintendo.
That's 5.
Okay. What's a pre? So we got Game Boy. We got DS. We got it was the Wii before?
Super Nintendo, NES, Super Nintendo, N64. Wii was post 2005. Yeah, pretty sure.
Yeah.
N64, GameCube.
Good lord. Okay. Go ahead.
Was the game on a cartridge?
Yes.
Well, that rules out the GameCube.
Right. So it's probably one of the classic boys. N64, Super Nintendo.
Was it on a handheld console?
No.
Yeah, it's cooking.
So that's
I was over there cooking right
Hold on. Just give me a second. Let me go back. I'm doing my due diligence, so nothing's.
Appreciate it. Yeah, appreciate it.
Roll playback.
Cause you said, was it on a handheld?
Mm-hmm. Was it on a handheld console? Yeah, like the Game Boy or the DS, or.
I think the longest.
Yes.
Okay.
Now I usually don't do this. I usually don't do this, but D-Lo said, was it on the console when it originally released? Was it exclusive when it originally released? That answer was yes. Meaning, I'm just keeping it there. All right.
Okay. Okay. So when it originally released, it was a Nintendo exclusive on a handheld.
Or maybe not necessarily though.
Huh?
Maybe it got put on a handheld later because he was specified.
Oh,
He was
oh,
specified when it originally released.
oh. Okay, that's what he. Okay, so maybe it wasn't on a handheld originally, but it's on a handheld.
That is 8 questions.
Okay.
I mean, that kind of narrows it down.
Though.
A little bit, maybe.
Are we? So yeah,
we know it's no Pokemon or nothing like that because all that was on handheld. So, well, at least
and
when it came
it's
out.
still exclusively Nintendo.
Yeah. So what console is that? So we're gonna assume. Well, we could ask the question. We're gonna first.
Yeah, how many questions we got? I mean, how many do we? You know,
y'all at 8 right now.
8. Is it on a Nintendo 64?
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
That's 9, by the way.
So, hey, now we know what console we working with.
Yeah.
You know one of them.
All right, let's jump into genre now.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like,
is it a multiplayer?
It does have multiplayer in it. Yes, that's 10.
Okay.
Are the characters in the game humans?
Woo. Let me get on that real quick.
Huh. Ooh.
You want
to? Okay.
No.
I might have it based on that. I might have it.
Humanoid. Maybe that would.
I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it with humans. He's got to struggle with this. He's got to struggle with it.
This is giving me the information. Humans.
I'm going to say
that's a good point.
Oh man!
Can I?
So these are horrible beings that
these some
like humanoid type.
Like, I'm gonna say no.
Okay. Right. Okay. Can I might burn a question. This question will answer. Okay. Does the game feature paying off debt as a core gameplay mechanic?
Paying off debt? No.
Yeah. Okay, never mind. It's not. Okay.
Animal Crossing?
It's not.
That's my game.
That wasn't bad. Is that on Nintendo 64 though? I think that came on
first.
The
first.
It is?
First. Yeah.
I didn't even know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
First release was on 64.
That's crazy. Speaking of my island, is very much probably abandoned.
Okay, so he said no.
Okay. Well, so characters that you play are not humans, but sort of ish not humans.
I have a question.
Is it Sonic?
Go for it.
Are one of the characters on Super Smash Brothers?
I don't know that either. I'm gonna say no. I'm pretty sure it's no.
Okay, because that could
help a lot of people on that game.
I know, but that narrows down IPs. That narrows down a good amount of IPs.
It does.
Pre-2005.
I mean, that's a select few.
So it's N64 game. It also was maybe ported to handheld systems, which that's another thing that made me think Animal Crossing.
Yes, he is on that. He is on that game. I'm gonna change it up. Yes, they say he is on Super Smash Bros.
I was about to say, are you sure? It's a lot of people. That's what I was saying. It's a lot of people on that game.
Interesting.
Okay, so let's go down the rabbit hole of
a newer character because he didn't even know he was on there. So it's been a lot of newer.
He said he. I don't know if he meant to say he, but we know that we're talking about a dude.
He did say not humanoid, so maybe it's an it.
Yeah. Well, let's see. So it was. Do we know that it was a Nintendo exclusive when it first released? We know that it was an exclusive when it first released.
2005.
Yep.
It's on Nintendo 64 though.
No.
So that kind of I had a thought, but Nintendo 64 kind of rules that out now that I'm thinking about it.
Well, let me tell you something. I ain't gonna hold y'all because of my age. I'm really banking on this Smash Bros characters.
That's yeah.
Shit, how many characters they got? That's not human, not for sure human.
Let's see. And so a real question? A question that I have
know.
now is like, is it in Smash Brothers as like one of the the main roster, or is it like a featured character?
Yeah, it could
Is
be
it on the
like
main
an
roster
idol
of Super Smash Bros? That's the question.
Like, is it a fighter in Super Smash Brothers?
Is this person a fighter in the game?
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all, this is a hard one for me to answer, which is crazy. I'm gonna say he's a DLC character.
Can you?
Oh,
okay.
I guess. I'm not really sure. I'm not getting a lot of information. I'm gonna just say I can't answer that one.
Okay.
Potentially DLC. So let's think of DLC characters from old. We got Piranha Plant was a DLC.
Yeah, and so that I'm afraid of getting down a rabbit hole with that question because the way that he had to answer.
But that also tells us what, that it's not Mario or Yoshi or none of that shit.
Okay. Well, what about
Well, we didn't get the genre down.
Well, they're not human, so it couldn't be Dragon Quest. Is that what the game's called? Dragon Quest?
Oh, which one?
Dragon Quest.
Oh, it's Fire Emblem.
Yeah, but those are definitely human, right?
Or what's the other one? Xenoblade? Yeah, that's all humans.
Yeah.
Dragon. I'm not sure. Well, Dragon Quest is Dragon Quest. Oh, maybe is that guy in Smash? Maybe he is in Smash.
I think so. Yeah, it's Hero, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That's a human though, I guess.
Yeah, he's human. Gotta be, I think.
Is it a puzzle-esque game? Like, gotta figure shit out?
No. The genre of the game, no.
No, okay.
That's 14.
Okay. Well, we getting through some time, man. It's a question.
Man.
We're making good time.
We got it narrowed pretty good, yeah. I mean, we got it narrowed down to like one console.
Yeah,
this is
real
not
quick though.
It features non-human characters.
Yeah.
Human-esque characters.
Maybe
on some.
There is multiplayer in the game.
That's why I kept thinking about Sonic, but I don't think any of them games are on Nintendo 64.
Maybe some bipedal humanoid characters.
Maybe, yeah. I was. Do we think it's a Donkey Kong game? Do we think it's? Because I think he would have said straight away that no, they weren't human.
Yeah.
I also think. I mean, we know Donkey Kong and Smash. I mean, he's been in this since the first one, right?
Yeah.
It wouldn't even have been something to look up.
Wouldn't have struggled with that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you play as more than one character in the game?
Good question.
No.
Okay, so you're him the whole time, or that person the whole time. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
Hold on. Something just kind of clicked in my head. Is it like? Does it feature a bear and a freaking peacock?
No.
No? Oh, okay. I thought I had something there for a second. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, I don't know if he in Smash, but he could have
he is like in Smash.
An item or something. Oh, see, I thought I had something for a second. I ain't gonna lie.
He is in Smash. So what's another potential DLC though? If we were to roll down that, because I mean, what's the buddy name with a Z? Sephiroth or something like that?
Sephiroth? That's from Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
So this is a game that was on the N64, also ported to handheld consoles, also maybe featured in Smash, kind of, sort of. Multiplayer.
Elements. You don't switch characters. They're not really humanoid-esque.
Don't be throwing words in my mouth.
We're playing off of your inability to answer certain questions. So, what question on 15? 14?
16. So this would be 17 when you ask.
Okay. What y'all thinking, guys? N64, not my category, but I will help as much as I can.
I really thought I had it for a second.
Is there shooting in the game?
Probably not bullets.
Right.
This man is Duck Hunt on NC?
No.
No? Okay. No shooting.
No shooting.
All right, that rules out Duck Hunt.
We only got so many questions left now.
Yeah, we do. Did we get the genre down? Will the genre help us?
Probably.
I'm sure it would.
And not so many genres now. We got what, like 2 questions?
I think we got
like
3.
5.
I think we got 3 questions left.
Y'all 17. So this is the 18th question.
So we have 3 questions, then we got to make our final guess.
Yep. Godly. I think we're doing better though.
Time-wise, yeah.
Yeah, time-wise and narrowing it down.
I thought I had it. I ain't gonna lie. For a second in my head, I'm like, this is it.
I'm trying to think how to word the question. I'm trying to.
Right, that's what I'm like. I want to add some more genres, but
I think that's a good.
You have to hit them. You have to hit them though. If we
yeah.
Hit them.
Okay.
I'll give y'all a hint how they do it. Is this a sports, racing, or action event? You know, something like that. Gets a couple out the way, like 3.
Oh, see, we asking one at a time. That's a good point. We trying to.
Okay.
Trying to be fair, boy.
Yeah.
It's a shooter. Action.
Okay. When you type in the game, is the genre like? Does it double dip into 2? Like action adventure is 2 genres. You get what I'm saying? Like, does the genre when you type it in, does the genre say 2 different genres? Or
I need a yes or no question. So when you type it in, is it multiple genres?
Is it multiple genres? Yes.
Yes.
It's multiple genres. So okay. Okay. I guess that kind of helps.
I guess
it kind of helps. Kind of, not really, but kind of.
Let's see. Okay.
My job ain't to stump y'all. I'm getting these games for somebody else. Hey,
certainly seem to be doing it.
Yeah, saves me from asking a question that I was gonna ask though. So
we've got what 2 questions before we have to guess? No.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. No shooting. Multiplayer.
Genres.
Ooh.
Main characters questionably human. No character switching.
Would asking if it has driving elements, would that help? I don't really know. It's like, okay. I guess I'm gonna burn this one question. Is that fine with y'all? Is this huh?
Man, go ahead.
What did he say? Play it back. What did he say? Is this one of Nintendo's notable IPs?
Meaning, you gotta ask it in a different way.
Okay. Is the IP up there with Mario, Kirby, Zelda? Is it up there with them? Like, or is it like, you know what I'm saying?
Kirby.
That's what I mean by notable.
Kirby is another good.
I need a yes or you throwing a lot of stuff in the play. I need a yes.
Is it a notable character?
Notable to us gamers, notable to my sister. Like
Kirby's a thought. Kirby is a thought.
That's what I was saying, because Kirby, he got plenty of stuff.
On
handheld.
Okay, so how do y'all want to go about this? Is it notable to us or to the general public? Because to us, I mean, that makes it harder. To the general public, that makes it easier.
He was gonna let us like straight up just say the names. I'm like, should just be like, shit.
I feel like we've already said it. I feel like it might be Kirby. I ain't even gonna hold you. Now that I think.
I mean, that's a good thought, but I wouldn't know which one.
Characters in Kirby.
Do we want to ask if a central gameplay mechanic is sucking? That'd be
no. That's the way too specific.
That could tell us Kirby, or there are some other rated M games that could be too. Just let me know, and I'll go through my.
Okay, well, we have one more question, and I technically didn't ask it yet. So what are we gonna do? He didn't approve that question, so technically we got one more question.
2 questions and a guess.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I'm so hung up on like the human question because he wouldn't struggle to say that Kirby wasn't human, right?
Correct.
And Kirby is definitely in Smash. He wouldn't have struggled.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
true.
That's DLC, though.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. See, I was kind of thinking about
Maybe what he meant by that is, we could be wrong. Maybe he meant by that is like in the original roster you had to unlock Kirby.
I think Kirby was in from the beginning on the first game.
Oh, he was in for the beginning.
So.
Yeah, I think he was on that.
Yeah.
What if that's the game? Like,
what if it's Pac-Man?
What if it's just Smash Bros?
Out here.
What if it's just Smash Bros?
Is Pac-Man
on but he said you can't switch characters in this game though, and you can switch.
So that kind of kills it.
Well, Pac-Man, you can't switch characters. Can you? I ain't played a game where you can switch characters in Pac-Man.
Them Pac-Man adventure games used to be fun.
Free 2005.
Oh man.
Okay.
That was. I don't think Pac-Man was a Nintendo exclusive though. I think it was like a Namco arcade machine.
Oh, probably. Okay, come on, yo.
DLC. I can't even think of what DLC was.
20-minute mark. So notable character. Do we want to go with that? How do we want to go with that? By gamer base or by public?
I think like if we ask like if the average person saw this character on a billboard, would they think of Nintendo or something like that?
Okay. Andre, if a regular Joe saw this character on a billboard, would they know who that is?
No. In my opinion, no.
And you're okay.
Okay.
So it's nobody in there. Well, what if it's ice climbers? No,
a question and a guess. Ice climbers. A question and a guess, guys.
BJ, I'm gonna let you have it, bro.
Oh man, don't do that to me. Oh man, give me the last question.
Sorry, the characters are human or are not?
He said they're like he couldn't really answer.
No, technically he said no.
Technically no, because he would have definitely said yes.
Okay. This one's out of left field. What about like Billy Hatcher? Because like the characters like
that was only on what's it called though. That's like literally only been on GameCube.
Only on game. I thought it was on N60. I thought it was on 64.
If it was, then I don't know about it. But I think it was GameCube though.
Because like the characters in that are like Turkey Man or something, or chicken guys, right?
Yeah.
All right, bro. What we finna do, man? I feel like we already said it.
Yeah, maybe.
I feel like
shooting. Not.
You want this to be the last question? Have we said it since we started the game? Have we said it since we started?
Yeah, no. We said a lot of more different stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna wrap this up.
So,
all right.
So we didn't even the last couple times we did say it. So we were
last guess. I mean,
we in the worst hole. Left field, dog.
Ported to handheld consoles. N64.
DLC,
all right, Johnny, how about this? Y'all just start naming some games. These are not our guesses. Y'all just start naming some N64 games, and I'm gonna just pick one of those. And I'm just because I don't really know.
Yeah, let's see.
I thought I had something.
Bunch of Mario games. Well, not Mario games because they would recognize. Average Joe would recognize this character.
Wouldn't be somebody they would recognize.
I should have said, would they know would they be like, but they wouldn't know his name? I should have asked like that.
There's Star Fox.
Some people don't know
Fox
Yoshi.
Was one that was kind of dancing around in my head a little bit too.
But that's there's definitely shooting in that game though.
Yeah, definitely shooting. No shooting.
There's like F-Zero. We didn't ask about racing games.
We didn't.
But you can switch characters in F-Zero. I'm just going through my old like collection in my head right now. There's the Zelda games, but people would recognize Zelda. People would recognize Link.
Well, I don't know.
Who's the newest Smash characters? Man?
But he's definitely in Smash too. He's definitely.
Who's the newest Smash characters? The only person I can think of is like Sora, but we know he ain't even.
That was on the 64.
I said Piranha Plant, but Piranha Plant ain't a human.
I think people notice. Well, maybe I don't know if people necessarily. They would know.
There's no like Piranha Plant game though.
What
right?
about
y'all?
What about this is so left field? What about Mr. Game and Watch? Because technically he's not a human, but is that on N64?
Game and Watch.
I don't think it is.
I don't think there's any Game and Watch games on 64. Not to my knowledge, at least. Let's see. What else? What else? We're struggling.
Give up or want to take a guess?
Honestly, I don't even know what we could say.
Let's see. Hold on.
Can I now just pull up the Smash roster since we're done? Can I just now look it up?
Nah.
No, it's okay.
You look at the Smash roster, that'll probably give it away.
It won't help. It probably
because I can think of all the characters.
Because I'm not gonna know if they're on N64 or not. So
that's why I wanted to start leaning toward a fighting game, but then you said it was multiple genres. Because a lot of them fighting game characters, for one, they were on some of the Nintendo 64 that got ported over.
I have no guesses, bro.
Shit.
We might as well.
And they're like all DLC characters.
Hey, just take a guess or give up. Hey,
Johnny, name off left field, bro.
What's that? Say again, sorry.
Look at your gaming catalog and be like that game, and we'll just roll with that.
Yeah, gosh.
Let me go look at my Nintendo 64 games I got over here real quick.
Just look at them and just pick a game, bro. At this point,
man,
64.
You can't use no help.
Oh, that's considered help.
Yeah.
I thought
I know it's not going to be right, but I'm going to pick one of my favorite games.
Go ahead,
for it, Mischief Makers on the N64. I'm sure it's not right. But,
is that your guess?
Yes, we're just gonna go with
that.
BJ, you good? BJ, you good with that?
I couldn't guess nothing. I couldn't guess nothing, so we're gonna have to.
That is incorrect, guys. Incorrect.
We are.
I want to tell you, I'm always rooting for you guys. To be honest,
yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'm taking the games from other people. This is a game that I think you guys would know. This was out of the 4 games that I had today. This is the game that I think you guys would know.
When I see it, I'm gonna be like, "What the hell?"
He finna pull it up. He ain't even finna say nothing. That's what's
right. He pulling up the video.
I'm finna be mad.
Pull it up.
I don't even want to see it.
Hey man, next episode, I'm getting this right, bro. I don't care.
Where is that? I mean, I think y'all know this guy.
Man!
I think y'all know this guy. He's not actually a fighter, is he?
He's not really in Smash. I think he's like a sprite or something. It's like
when I looked it up, they said he was. That's why I said,
he probably got like a item or something. That's why I was saying like.
He's definitely human. Bomberman is Bomberman. Definitely.
He got a hat on, man. That's a hat.
Technically, Bomberman is one of those cards, those booster bonus things in Smash. So I guess.
That's a human, man.
Bomberman a human, Bomberman a robot.
His name is
created, but told you. I thought he was.
We don't know the lore. We don't know the lore.
I thought he was.
Don't know the lore.
I thought he was.
That's why he didn't know. He didn't even know the lore. He had to look it up.
When I heard Bomberman, I'm like, oh yeah, he's a human, of course. Like
didn't know the Bomberman lore.
Damn.
Wait a minute. He kind of hold this because this say that
not on purpose.
Find his way through a maze. That's a puzzle, I guess. To me, I gotta find my way through it.
I don't know if that would have directed me toward it either.
It wouldn't have.
Maybe one of y'all though. Not me though, but maybe one of y'all would have.
I played the heck out of those games. I should have thought of them. Yeah.
You see what they say? Action adventure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going about what they say.
Yeah, you're right. You know what?
Oh man, I thought y'all had it.
Yeah.
It never crossed my mind.
Yeah,
and it has been.
I think we were the furthest off this time. Yeah,
I think we were better last episode because we said
we at least said it at one point.
And the one before that,
before that we at least said it.
This time, BJ said,
I think this time we burned through our questions a little hastily. Yeah,
I gotta find a happy medium.
Yeah,
I feel like we got to a good point, but maybe
we started sweating at the end and really started taking our time.
We're gonna ask the console. We're gonna start with console exclusive.
I think this is the first time we had it narrowed down to the exact console. Also,
as an audience, our fans out there, thanks for watching. We appreciate it, and we will see you guys later.
Thanks, everybody.
All right, let me.